Also give Gene credit. He was a last minute replacement for a very tough fighter. For a very tough fight. Berkmov's only lost a handful of times as well. I think the one I remember most was the Lenz Larkin Helbo knockout back in Bellator. So, but again, yeah, just knocked him out clean. Clean as a whistle. And Jackson, like I told you off air, went from being one of the fighters I least looked forward to now one of the ones I look forward to the most. I don't know what happened. This guy was not finishing people at all in his entire Bellator career. He had that weird, he had that fight. He had that really shitty fight with Neiman Gracie. If you remember that fight, one of the worst fights maybe I've ever seen. And he had the Oh, the other fight, I forgot the fighter, but it was a wrestler guy. That I think that went to split decision, but in my opinion, he lost. But since he's won the Bellator title, man, this guy, yeah, he has looked so good in all of his fights, and I don't know what he's done or what he decided to do differently, but yeah, he's looked amazing, and the fact that he's beating guys almost at their own game. Koreshkov, and I don't know. Would you say he's a grappler? I would say put him in the grappling category, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he taps him out, easy peasy, and then yeah, defeating what is it? The other guy, Amazov, who wasn't he undefeated? I think he was undefeated, I believe, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, just knocked him out. Um, yeah, okay, yeah. The last fight that he lost was the Kuramagomedov fight
Yeah,
against Ramazan,
yeah.
and yeah, that was against a guy who was just a much better grappler. Ed Roof. Ed Roof was the guy who I was thinking that I thought he lost to. But anyway, um, yeah, man, man has looked unstoppable in his last few fights, minus that one loss. So this is it'll definitely be experience versus just power in this fight. I think again it's kind of the same with the Storley Kikuri fight. Uh, will experience or raw power be the deciding factor uh in in how it goes? I kind of like that. I like that whole. You kind of had the same dynamics of both fights.
Right now we can anticipate these guys are going to fight in June. We know when it is. We know who they're fighting. And this is kind of what we were talking about in the opening. We have these two matches that we can anticipate. They're
Yeah.
both good fights, and it's kind of